Hi everyone, Josie here, Life at 50 and Beyond. Thanks for joining me here in my channel, where you will find mostly affordable, practical, and easy DIYs. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe and don't forget to click that notification bell icon so that you will not miss any of my new uploads. So I'm going to show you some organization ideas and hacks using the paper trays that they sell at Dollar Tree. But before I show you the hacks and organization ideas, let me just show you how you stack them up. First, you will put one below the second, and then you line up the feet of the one that you're going to place on top to the indentations and the holes at the bottom. As you can see, the one here has a hole and indentation. You can stack up more of these paper trays and use them to sort or organize your paper or cardstocks or your mail and any paperwork that you may have at home. So this is perfect for your home office or your craft room, especially if you are a paper crafter. So like this one here, I'm showing you how I'm using it to organize my card stocks or my card making paper, and I sort them by color. So if you want to purchase more of this stackable paper trays, you can separate by colors or by function. And for the home office, you can use this to organize your printing paper if you want to put this next to your printer or your fax machine or your scanner, or even organize your mail, incoming and outgoing, and also to use it as a sorter for your bills or statements. So another way to use this is if you want to just separate all your paperwork below and then on top use it to corral some of your small organizers. For example, for crafting, if you have a container where you put your crafting tools and even probably paintbrushes, you can put them there. And like here, for demonstration purposes, let me just show you that I can organize my coloring pens as well as my coloring pencils. And then at the bottom, the paper or sketch pads, I can just organize them at the bottom. And I mentioned earlier, probably when you're doing your bills, when you're sorting your statements, you can also put some envelopes that you use for bill payment just to keep your receipts and to organize your bill paying system. You can also use baskets that can fit inside or on the top portion of this stackable paper trays. You can use the bottom again for paper or anything that can fit in there. But also this type of basket that I got also at Dollar Tree, they're also stackable. So you can put two, one on top of each other, or even three or four. I'm going to be adding also my paint bottles, my bottled paints or acrylic paints, and I can put them there as well. Now for my hack, I'm going to be using this paper trays to create a drawer system organizer that is multi-purpose. I'm going to be inverting the top tray and I'm just going to connect it to the tray at the bottom this way. I'm making sure that they line up where the holes are. As you can see, the holes on the front portion of each tray where the feet would go in normally. I am going to utilize those holes to connect my trays with zip ties. But first, I want to add or apply hot glue so that the trays won't slide off. Now for a more permanent hold, you would probably be using E6000. Dollar Tree sells Fix All, which is just like E6000. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to be using hot glue. I'm making sure that the top aligns to the bottom, like I mentioned earlier, before the glue dries up. Then I'm going to be pressing the connections or the perimeters so that they stick together. Now that the glue has dried up, I am going to go ahead and insert my zip ties, one on each side, making sure that I go through the holes that are aligned. This is the spot that I'm talking about where the feet would normally go through. I am using heavy duty zip ties and they sell them also at Dollar Tree. I'm using the largest one that they sell so that it will be stronger. And using zip ties will just ensure that my connection or this tool will not get disengaged or disconnected, because zip ties are really tough to break. So it's just going to make my system more stable and sturdy. And as you could see, I'm just kind of putting the bulk portion hidden under the lip or the ledge. And I'm using my scissors that I also got at Dollar Tree. This kitchen scissors, I've used this for how many years now? Probably more than 2 years. And this is what I used to cut my zip ties. It's very durable. I even cut wires with it. I'm going to go ahead and repeat the same step with connecting my zip tie on the opposite side. Next, I'm just going to go ahead and remove this label here. Now with the clean top, you can actually decorate it if you want, if you have some contact paper, but I like it the way it is. And here's how I am going to utilize this. This is going to be, like I said earlier, a drawer kind of system that I have been really liking whenever I create a DIY that has a function with a drawer system. So I'm using another basket that is in the same family, meaning it's also in the same style as the two paper trays. So this is just a basket. It's a die cut style basket, and I am just loving the way that it fits inside, and I can just pull it in and out, and I can use it like a drawer, so I can pretty much organize anything that will fit inside with enough clearance, and also utilize the top for other things. So let me just show you again with my colored pen and pencils. I can easily just stuff them in inside that drawer basket, and then on top I'm just going to use a similar type of basket that will sit comfortably. It fits well on top. I don't need to glue it. I don't need to do anything with it. Just put it on top so that I can just carry it whenever I need to. So just for demonstration again, I'm just going to put again my paint bottles and other crafting tools. As you can see, it can hold so many bottles as well as my other crafting tools, but imagine this to hold your nail polishes as well as makeup. And again, the possibilities are endless on this multi-purpose organizer. So I just want to show you also how I'm going to be using this underneath my sink. So let me just show you how I'm using this to organize under our bathroom sink. This is my portion of the bathroom sink. There are two sides of this sink, and my husband is on the left and mine is on the right. So I just want to show you here, I can use this bottom portion to put my personal items, my facial cleansing cream, as well as my lotion. As you can see, this slides, and to keep it from sliding, I'm thinking you can use the shelf liner that prevents things from sliding that you can use in the kitchen. They sell those also at Dollar Tree. They're called, I think, the shelf grip, and you can just cut a small piece, put it underneath so that it will not slide, so that you will not struggle like I did when I was first putting it and pulling out the drawer. So on the top, I'm putting the taller items like my spray bottles, my colognes, my lotions, and all my other personal items. I really like how this one turned out. It's not only functional, but it's beautiful as well. You can leave it on the countertop, underneath the sink, inside a cabinet. And like I said, I love the drawer system, and it keeps things corralled and looking pretty. That it fits perfectly here. Actually, there's more space at the back, and then it doesn't block the pipe. So I like it. It's perfect for under the bathroom sink. And for the next hack, I'm going to be using a different style or a different kind of paper tray. This one has holes like a basket weave style, and I'm going to be using one to create a wall organizer. I am going to be using this cardboard that came with 3 holes. This is actually a part of a packaging for the griller sheet. And I don't throw things away, because when I saw this, I saw, okay, immediately this is something that I can use as a backing to use as a wall mount. So I'm going to be cutting it to size just below where the hole is at the top, and then I am just going to trim it to size so that I can take advantage of the holes. If you do not have something similar, because again, I just didn't throw this away, but if you don't have anything similar, you can use a cardboard from a packaging box. I'm pretty sure you probably have one at home, as well as maybe if you don't have any, you can use the foam board that they sell at Dollar Tree. Just measure and maybe eyeball it so that it will be lined up. And what I'm doing here is I'm just going to just mark where the bottom would be, and then I am going to hot glue this to my paper tray. And it's all done. I'm just going to go ahead and hang it on the wall. I'm just going to use one nail at the center, and then now it's on the wall. I'm just going to use this to organize my composition notebooks. It's big enough or large enough to hold your regular paper or printer paper if you want to keep it there, or if there's a mail that comes in, you can put it there too. And like I've shown here, it can fit a notebook. It's perfect also to organize or hold your magazine. If you want to put this in a bathroom where some of us read magazines, you can put one there, or you can hold some incoming mail. And I'm just showing this that it doesn't have to be an organizer. Probably you want to use this to also decorate, like put it on a door or over the door, and just use the hanger. And I'm just showing you a few flowers here, but if I'm going to use this for more decorative items, then I can use that as well. Use this to sort the mails, as well as maybe put this in your command center to hold anything that probably an outgoing mail, so that whoever's in charge of the mail will take care of it. So the next project, I'm also going to be connecting 2 of them like I've done on the first part. That's why I'm doing this in fast motion. I hot glued 2 together. One is inverted. This time I'm going to be using a black zip tie so that it'll be more contrast, unlike the white one that I used earlier, because I'm not just going to be putting one zip ties on each side. I'm going to be using multiple zip ties here so that you can see it better. So here I'm just going to be connecting the top portion first, where the feet you would usually go in. Like earlier, I've connected them on the blue one that I used, but here I'm going to also take advantage of the basket weaves or the holes to reinforce it, because I'm going to put something or position it vertically again to hold maybe something heavier, so I need to reinforce it with more zip ties. So I'm adding a couple more zip ties on each side. So I'm going to be putting a middle zip tie as well as on the tail or the back part, I'm going to also add a zip tie so that it can hold something heavier, because I am going to be adding this to my crafting cart, and I will show you how I'm going to be using it. Back part, or which will be the bottom, because I'm going to be positioning this vertically later on, I'm just going to be placing one large zip tie at the center. And if you want to put more zip ties, feel free to do so. I think that I just need one to keep this in place, and since I've used some hot glue, it should be okay. And I have 3 zip ties on each side, so that'll be already enough. And so here it is, all connected together, and now I am going to be attaching it to my metal crafting cart. A couple of weeks back I've showed you how I organized this and added some side organizers. I removed the shower caddy as well as the small wire container or basket where I put my acrylic or chalk paint, so that I will have a place to attach this basket. So I am just putting my zip ties first, the 2 zip ties on the top, making sure they align the bars, and then I'm also going to put 2 more at the bottom part of this basket, making sure they line up with the first 2 zip ties so that they also line up with the bar of the cart. So here I'm just showing you the difference, okay? I am just tying this one time because I've mentioned this before, even with my other cart that I DIYed using only purely Dollar Tree items, that you would have to crisscross it so that it will capture the intersection like so. See, it's X as opposed to just the straight one on the left. But before I cut my zip ties on the left, I can still crisscross it even though I have kind of tied it up already or inserted it through. So here's the close-up. One is an X. See, that's how a crisscross is. It captures the intersection so that it will prevent it from sliding. I will still tighten this up, and then I'm going to be applying hot glue so that the basket, no matter how heavy it is, will not slide down. So here I'm just showing you how the crisscrossing, or kind of like I'm weaving through the basket. That's why I like this paper tray a lot. This one has holes so that I can utilize the holes to weave my zip ties to make it stronger. As you can see, it's so sturdy, it's not going anywhere, it's not sliding down. I haven't even put my hot glue yet, but once I put my hot glue, it's going to be even sturdier. Now I'm just going to be putting my vinyls here. I kind of, for demonstration purposes, I only have flat sheets vinyl, and I roll them up because I know some of you are asking how to organize your vinyl rolls. When you're doing your Cricut or Silhouette and you have those supplies, then this will be perfect. But I'm thinking this will be perfect for a gift wrapping station where you can place gift bags as well as rolls of gift wrapping paper. So since I don't have my gift wrapping paper with me, I'm just going to show you that you can also utilize this for gift wrapping rolls. And you can just put it lower because the gift wrapping rolls are longer than the vinyl rolls. So you just put it low there. This was pointing it with my right toe there, or my right foot, where you're going to position the basket so that the tall rolls of gift wrapping paper will not be too high, because the roll should be this high, probably, that high, or maybe a little taller. So if you put it the way it is, it's going to be a little wobbly or intrusive. So just put it all the way to the bottom. Put the basket all the way to the bottom, and that's where you're going to be placing rolls of gift wrapping paper. And that's it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please share to anyone who may be in need of this type of organization. You can use these organizers anywhere in your home. The possibilities are endless. Let me know which is your favorite and how are you going to be using them if you do plan to make them. And also, if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe, and don't forget to click that notification bell icon so that you will not miss any of my new uploads. Have a great day, everyone. I'll talk to you again on my next video. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye.